In today's video, we're installing the Aqara U200 Smart Lock. Okay, first things first, in order to get going, we're going to unbox the lock, lay out our components so that way we have a game plan for doing the lock installation. The lock comes with a bunch of different extra parts, and this is depending on what type of installation you have. So key components here being the lock body itself, as well as the keypad. All right, to get going, you want to make sure you refer to the installation manual. The first thing it's going to have you do is double check your lock compatibility. And in my case, I'm located in the United States, so I'm going to follow the instructions for the US deadbolt, which includes preparing the other side of the door before you get going. Okay, with the exterior portion of the door prep, we're now going to move on to the interior side. And the very first thing we're going to do is remove the locking assembly from the door. After we've completed this step, we're now going to remove the backing plate from the lock assembly, and we're going to flip over the adapter plate. Okay, once we have this plate installed and flipped over, we're going to head over to the interior of the door and do the installation of the plate to the door. Now, I did a mock fit of the adapter plate, and the plate just by itself, I didn't like how it installed on the door. So I went ahead and used the 3M tape, even though it technically was not required for this installation. Now, what this did is it made it very difficult, actually impossible, to install the screws for the plate. So gonna have to end up just cutting that out to make it easier for these screws to go through, which I did off screen. Now it's time to install what Aqara calls the tailpiece adapter. So this is what connects your actual lock on the home to the smart lock. And now's a good time to do a quick fitment check, as well as rotate that adapter a couple times just to make sure nothing's binding. After you've done that, you're going to locate the 3 holes on the smart lock assembly. Use those to locate the lock assembly to the adapter plate. And then the final step for this piece is to then use the 3 screws included in the box to secure the lock assembly to the adapter plate. With that done, go ahead and rotate that a couple of times. Again, just make sure nothing is binding before you proceed to the next steps. With that, next thing you're going to do is install the battery into the assembly. It's pretty straightforward. All right, with the battery installed, next you're going to move on to the installation of the keypad. You're going to begin this by separating the keypad from the mounting plate, and then you're going to attach the plate to your desired location. After that, you remove the battery cover from the keypad itself. You're going to install the 4 batteries that comes with the unit. Pop the cover back on and slide the cover back onto the mounting plate for the keypad. You are now just about done with the physical installation of the lock, but for now, we're going to move on to the next step, which is pairing the lock with the Aqara app. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is download the app. After you've done that, you're going to do the normal stuff such as signing up for the account. You're going to have to give it access to your Bluetooth as well as your camera, so that way you can proceed with the next steps in the pairing process. And once you've done all that, you're going to scan your codes to get your device connected. After it's connected, it's going to add the device to the home, and then from there you can pick whichever room you're going to assign it to. For me, I didn't care about this part too much because ultimately my goal is to get this into HomeKit. So in order to do that, next steps here, you have to add a user. Off screen here, you have to hit a button on the keypad just to verify it's you. You'll set up a basic password, and then you'll move on to fingerprint. From here, the lock is going to step you through a calibration process. And once everything has been calibrated, what I like to do is lock and unlock the device with the remote. Again, just verifying that nothing has gone wrong since proceeding in the installation process and everything for me checked out. So at that point, I went ahead and proceeded to install a firmware update. After that firmware update was completed, it was now time for me to connect the device to HomeKit. With the Home app open, you're gonna go to the top right-hand corner, hit the plus sign, add an accessory, hit more options, select your lock, and then from here, you're gonna enter the device's setup code. After that, it will pair with the system. You're gonna select which room you want your lock in, and then it'll automatically start going through the HomeKit install process. From here, it's gonna prompt you to enter an access code. And after you've entered that access code, it will successfully add the lock to your HomeKit system. So again, here off screen, what I'm doing is using the lock and unlock through HomeKit just to verify that everything is indeed working. Hopefully you got value out of this video. If so, please hit that subscribe button and click one of these other videos that YouTube recommends for you. Thank you.